Hello, Capricorns, and welcome. This is going to be your weekly reading. Now, this is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements, okay? Before I start, if you guys can please like this video. Also know these are general readings, general meaning they may or may not resonate for you. So if you're watching for your Sun placement as a Capricorn, it's not resonating, please go check your Moon, Rising, Venus, all right? This is going to be for the week of the 17th. Let's just get straight into it. Spirit, what messages do you have for my lovely Capricorns? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements. Let's see what's going on with Capricorns. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements. Messages for Capricorns. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements for the upcoming week. Let's see what messages we get for you guys. Sorry. Okay. So first up for you guys, we have the King of Pentacles, Taurus energy, Earth energy, Capricorn, Virgo. When I see a King of Pentacles, I'm like, ooh, who is this person? Who are you messing with over here, Capricorn? Who are you dealing with? Because the King of Pentacles is known to be very loyal, known to be very down to earth, very stable. They also hold the pentacle, right? Not in this deck actually, but in the traditional, they're usually holding like a big pentacle, which is, indicates money, right? Or resources, it's the tangible. Pentacles is all about the things we can see, touch, feel, and hear, which is like money. It could be jewelry, resources, whatever. But yeah, this person is a good person to have in your corner, or to at least date. So I see you guys with a King of Pentacles. Next up, we have 10 of Cups. Does it get any better? It feels like this week what we have is a love affair to remember, emotional fulfillment, joy, expressions of love and how you feel, and it just feels all yummy, and I feel the energy coming into you, Capricorns. As an earth sign, you're not really mushy, okay? I don't think of Capricorns as mushy. I'm pretty sure there's some of you that may be. I think of you guys as getting down to business. It's practical. Practicality rules for you guys. So for this expression of love, I'm like, some of you guys could be dealing with a water sign maybe. Doesn't mean you are, but I feel like someone's bringing out the emotions, and it feels a little bit theatrical. I don't know why I'm saying that, like dramatic and theatrical. Like this is someone that just expresses themselves with so much flair and pizzazz. We have the Ace of Swords, the truth. You have truth and clarity. Now, if you have not known where you stood with someone, you're going to know where you stand this week. That is coming to the forefront, okay, Capricorns? You will hear from them how they feel. They will say in a very clear, articulate way. They're not going to leave no room for misunderstanding, okay? There is no room for misunderstanding with this person. They want to make sure you hear it. And the thing that the swords is very logical, right? It's from the mind. But next to 10 of Cups, there's still emotion attached to this. So yes, it's a lot. it's a lot. I don't know, how will Capricorns receive this? Like if you were like a Pisces, I'm like, oh yeah, they're gonna love this. Or Leo even for the dramatics. But they mean it though. Hangman, Pisces energy. That could be it too. They don't want to scare you off. This could be you, right? Not wanting to scare them off. But someone is like, I don't want to scare them off, but I just have to say this. This is like when you hang out with someone all the time, or you're dating and they're courting you, or you're getting a relationship. You don't want to be the first to say I love you, but you keep feeling it. There's moments where you're like, and then you stop yourself because you're like, I don't want to be the first to say it. I want them to be the first to say it. So it feels kind of like someone, like, let me just hold back a little longer so I don't have to be, put in the place of being rejected. But I don't think you could do that this week, because the energies of the week is telling me that you guys need to just go for it. There's going to be a moment of a hangman energy, but they just got to go for it. They just got to express themselves. What's the point in holding back? If you hold back, have this person never know how you feel, never know how they feel, Like, you can save yourself so much time. They either feel the same way, then you guys can be happier, you guys can grow closer, or they don't feel the same way, and you don't spend years and wasting time, and then like 5 years later they just leave, or you leave and realize this is not working. So sometimes it's better to cut to the chase a little earlier, right? We have the Three of Pentacles. We're going to work together. We're going to collaborate. Some of you guys, that could be it. This could be a coworker. If it's a work situation, I get it. I get the hesitancy. I've always had kind of like a rule, no coworkers. But for some of you guys, it just feels so damn good that it's hard for me to tell you guys don't do it. It's like you work well together. Maybe you have to go to different departments, move to a different office, or someone needs to quit and go somewhere else, especially if there's fraternization things. But I just feel like this, what you have, oh man, it feels intense. It feels awesome. It feels amazing. How can you walk away or give that up? 7 of Wands. 7 of Wands, protected at all costs. So those of you it's at work, yes, you have to kind of be on the low. Can't tell no one, because maybe there's policies around that until you figure it out. Some of you guys don't even know what it is yet. So it's like, why even cause a stir where we're not even sure, right? This may not go nowhere. So you don't want to kind of like, tell the people and have it get around when you're not even sure what is happening or what is going on. So you're just going to protect it, keep it hush hush. Others of you, it's just in your life too. Your friends may be like, hey, what happened to that date with that person? You could be talking to them every day, seeing them, but you're just not ready because you're like, I don't want to say too much because I'm not sure. I have these feelings, or what, I think they're real, but I don't want to give too much to others until I'm sure. So that's that Hangman. It's like, someone is getting to the point where they're like, I need clarity. Ace of Swords, I need clarity. I need to know what we are. I need to know, because if I don't know, I'm like questioning, I'm doubting, I'm going back and forth in my mind. We have the Strength card, Leo. Yes, it takes strength and courage to be the first one to admit, hey, I'm catching feelings. I feel this way, Are you also catching feelings, or do you want this more, want more from me or more from this relationship? Is this something that can go the distance? Are you even seeing other people? Is this exclusive? Do you want to be exclusive? If it's not, these are the conversations that need to be had, because someone is so in their head and is like, I need answers, I need answers, I need answers. We have the Four of Swords. Right before you do this, it may take you some time to muster up the courage. Four of Swords is a resting energy, peaceful energy, by the way. And with the Strength card, it's saying you're like building up your strength to approach, to ask. Now, it's not that you think this person's just going to be, like they're going to get all like, what do you mean? What are we? It's just, it's uncomfortable, especially, depending on your gender. Sometimes I know like old traditions, if you love more feminine energy, it could be really difficult to want to be, you're like, oh, I hear all this advice online that if someone knows, they just knows, and they'll do anything, they'll just tell you. But humans are humans, and humans get nervous, whether masculine or feminine energy. We put all these rules on how someone's going to act, not thinking about this person has their own personality, they were raised, a certain way, or, maybe they're not as traditional. So, yeah, it's going to take a lot of courage, but ask those questions. And I think you'll be pleasantly surprised at the answer you get with this 10 of Cups here, right? 10 of Cups, King of Pentacles. I'm telling you, King of Pentacles is usually very loyal. You might find out you're the only person they're seeing, by the way, and they just assumed maybe that you knew that they wanted more, that they were committed to this, and you kind of clarifying this is like, oh, I'm happy we're able to clarify this now, right? I wouldn't want you, confused. So we're going to pull from the Archangel Oracle card deck for advice. I just love it because sometimes it's just simply asking a question, and we kind of get in our own heads and ways about what would the answers be. We think worst case scenario, right? So let's see what advice we get for my lovely, lovely Capricorns. This is Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Advice. Ooh. Okay, it's too much, but we'll take this one. I usually do about 2 to 3. So we're going to get another 2 or 3. Advice for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. This is for the week of the 17th. So we're not going to take all of those. So maybe we'll just take those 2 for now, because that would be all the cards. So let's see what 2 you guys got. So first up, we have leadership. This is kind of what it, stepping up. Archangel Gabriel says it is time for you to assume your leadership power in a position and lovingly guide others. So I don't feel like this is work or like that you need to lead your relationship. You might have to lead the emotional side, right? Because as a King of Pentacles, maybe they're good with like the tangible, like the practicality, as I said. They can lead that, the bills being paid, the finances, the planning of the dates, the this. But when it comes to emotions, this is kind of where you can take the lead a bit. Where you can kind of be like, hey, this is, just starting the conversation. It's not even that you lead it. I mean, lead it, I guess you're starting it. And then once you do that, they'll feel more comfortable to the point where if you want to, trade off to the leadership, a great leader, gives people, what is it? A great leader, makes other people comfortable with giving ideas and stuff. So they'll show up. But I just feel like you guys need to initiate the conversation. I know you don't want that, but it might be the best thing for you. So next we have beloved one. So I like to let you guys see the illustrations, especially when it comes to oracle cards, because a lot of them have like, things that you may see in the illustrations that kind of draw you in. So the beloved one says, Archangel Shemuel, I am helping you with your spiritual soulmate relationship. Basically, like, I feel like Spirit is trying to guide you to like, hey, it is safe. Like, you're going to be in a position with your person this week where it feels very intimate. It feels very safe and cozy. That's when you bring it up. You don't bring it up. You ever seen people bring up conversations at the worst possible time? Like in the middle of a fight, someone's ego is ready on display. So they may even tell you something they don't actually mean. Like, how do you feel? They might be like, well, Mo, it's just really about the vibe of the connection. Like when you're like just sitting next to each other, cozied up on the couch, feeling very connected and feeling very safe. That's usually a good time to talk. Or you're at an intimate dinner in your home. I'm not saying in a restaurant because there's a lot going on in restaurants too, but like let's say you're a little intimate home or a picnic. That is a great time to express yourself. It's safe, right? And that's really what's important to you, is feeling emotionally safe. But that is your reading for the week. If you enjoyed it, please hit the like button below. If you aren't subscribed, subscribe to the channel. It is greatly appreciated. And I just want to thank you all so much for supporting the channel. It doesn't go unnoticed. I am so extremely grateful. And I hope you have an amazing day. All right. Bye, guys.